This week, I went into the office for a team away day, having never met my team after starting my new job back in March this year. I had such a good time and I came away with almost what felt like this new lease of life. And it just inspired me to pick up the camera and share my thoughts on why I'm a little bit sick of working from home and why I'm looking forward to going into the office more in the future. I know people are talking about hybrid working and the new normal and getting the balance between the two of them and all these buzzwords, but for me personally, I've been working from home solidly now for the last 2 years since the pandemic began. It started to take a bit of a toll, and over the last couple of weeks in particular, with the nights getting darker and everything getting colder, sometimes I often find myself feeling just disconnected from the world. I log on in the morning, I have virtual conversations with people. On my breaks, I'm on my phone. After work, I'm watching something or I'm using this screen to work on my projects. Basically, all aspects of my life are now online, and the 7 or 8 hours a day where I used to be outside talking to people, interacting in the office, I don't get that anymore, and I just come in this room and log on. And being in the office this week just highlighted some key things for me that I really miss about being in an office environment that working from home doesn't give me. And going forward, I'm hoping that it's gonna change. I'm hoping that we're gonna get a balance between the two, but we'll have to see how things go, I guess. Before we get into this, my channel is creeping closer and closer to 5,000 subscribers. So if you like me and you like some of the videos I make, please could I ask you to go down below and hit that subscribe button. It would be sick to hit 5,000 subscribers before the end of 2021. Let's see if we can make that happen. Please hit subscribe down below. Now, the first thing that I've realized that isn't going to be relatable to perhaps some introverts in the audience, but for my extroverts out there, my fellow extroverts, maybe you can relate to this one as well. As an extroverted person, I get a load of energy from being around people and being amongst it. I really enjoy that aspect of working. My girlfriend knows that when I come back from a day out, day in the office, being around people, that I'm gonna be absolutely full of energy. I'm gonna be like a kid. I'm gonna have so much energy, probably gonna go for a run, go for a walk. However, that doesn't transfer very well on a Teams call in this working from home environment. I can often feel quite low energy working from home, where I don't get that energy to feed off, and it leaves me sometimes feeling just quite low. That's the only way I can really describe it. I imagine if you're introverted, it's probably different. Like the thought of probably being in an office all day around people drains you. But for me, I can often find it the other way. Like I really want to be around others. When I'm just working from home all day and you don't get those informal conversations, you have to ring someone, or maybe you're just in meetings, I don't tend to get that same energy and that same buzz. And that's something that I noticed in the office the other day. I almost like came alive and I just came away with this new lease of life, and I really need that. I know this is a selfish point, but I'm hoping in the future more and more people are going to be going in and doing the group activity stuff, because yeah, for me it's really important. I really enjoy that aspect of it. So for me personally, I'm hoping that I can do maybe a day or two a week in the office. I don't need more than that. I just need to almost recharge from being around people and get some energy, and then the rest of the time working from home. On this day that I went into the office this week, I felt like I had a greater sense of purpose. I know that sounds weird, but I just felt like getting up out of bed was easier. I got to put on some clothes which weren't comfy joggers and sweats. I got to listen to my favorite podcast on the way to work. All of the things that we used to do every single day. I guess meaning in my day, like that I don't get when I wake up, make a coffee, and then just come and sit here and log on. Like it felt like, oh, I'm going somewhere. I'm going to like be a part of something. I know that might sound weird, but that's the best way I can describe it. I felt like I had more purpose that day. And I know some people may get this with dropping the kids off or whatever, but I really haven't had any reason to leave the house in the mornings in the weekdays for the past 2 years, because I can log on from home and I know that I'm logging from home. I imagine this also differs depending on what level of your career you're in. So for myself personally, I've only been in the working world for the last nearly 4 years. So I'm very much in the camp of I want to be amongst things and I want to be involved. Another thing that surprised me is that my work as a data analyst was actually easier. A lot of my time is spent debugging code and just generally problem solving, and being able to just swivel my chair like that and have a word with a colleague behind me and just point to code and just say, oh, look, I've tried this, I've tried that. It was so much easier than ringing someone, explaining the problem over Teams, sharing the screen, scrolling through, like giving control to people. I just found my work was genuinely easier in the office, as opposed to feeling like you're bothering someone by ringing them or messaging them. There's a lot less friction when it comes to problem solving in the office. On the other hand, I think that working from home has been great for me for concentrating on quite difficult tasks, because that can also be difficult in the office when it's so busy and there's people around you. It will definitely be interesting to see how it plays out over the next couple of years. I know that some people are being forced to go back into the office. Some people are like, you know, you can work from home forever. Some people are doing the flexible working approach, but I would be really interested in hearing your guys' thoughts. So let me know down in the comments. Are you currently working from home? Are you doing a bit of both? Let me know down below and let's have a chat. The final thing I'm going to refer to as the silly stuff. Seeing someone in the kitchen and just asking how their weekend was, or seeing someone you haven't seen with a while and then saying, oh, should we catch up later? All of the silly things that we used to take for granted was the main thing that I noticed and the main thing that I missed about being in the office over the last 3 to 4 years of working full time. The thing that I remember the most is the people, and it is the silly stuff, like the team away days, the casual conversations. And that's why I think the series The Office, particularly the USA version, is just so good, because it captures that aspect of working in an office and those silly things, the human things, so well. I hope this comes back more and more over time, because I'm very, very early in my career. I'm 26. I'm probably going to work for the next 50 years, let's be honest. And without that, it seems a bit bleak. So I'm really, really hoping that over time, over the next couple of years, we start to get a bit more of a balance. I don't know, I guess just to wrap up, working from home sometimes can just feel a little bit lonely, or maybe that's just me. I like the people side of it. I like meeting people. I like speaking to people. I get energy from being around people, and working from home a lot of the time does feel quite isolated. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just a bit strange. Those are some of my thoughts anyway. I know no one asked for this video, but I'm just going to share my thoughts anyway. I hope you found it interesting, and I would love to know what you guys think and your situation at the moment. So let me know down in the comments below. I've done a few more working from home type videos if you are interested, so I'll put them over there. I'll see you in these videos, but thanks very much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.